Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Beautiful, beautiful. My name is Ivi Demi. I come all the way from DC. This is my first time in Los Angeles County. I've never been out here. Thank you so much for that very, very warm welcome. Very warm welcome. Everyone tells me the same thing, and it's like, it's really hard to make it in this area. But I've been here probably literally like 18 hours, and I have written, starred, and directed in 3 movies with Kevin Hart, which is pretty easy to do. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. It seems pretty easy to do. I don't know. I think it does help that I do sort of look like Seth Rogen when he starts trying to lose weight for a role. Like he just got the call. Like he's hired a nutritionist, but he's clearly still snacking between meals. Sort of exactly the vibe I try to give off. I do sort of personality-wise, I sort of describe myself as a dad that just got back from a camping trip with his son, where he had to explain why his mom left. Sort of my vibe. Like, I've never been married, but I look and feel very divorced, if that makes sense. Extremely just, I feel like I owe every woman in here a check somehow. I've got the sexual frustration of somebody that tries to get a happy ending at an acupuncture appointment. Like, that's how. Not recommended at all. Thank you for laughing at that horrible imagery. I am trying to go out there and date again because I hate myself and I want to share that with somebody. It's a lot better in a couple. I get a little turned off, especially on the apps with like overly religious profiles when they throw that out there. Like, I'm not anti-religion. I hate God, but I'm not anti-religion. But I see things like this all the time. Like, I read this was the entire profile. It just said, looking for someone who loves God and wants to pursue him together. And like, are we trying to bang God? Is that what we're doing? We're trying to have a threesome with God? Are we the weird couple sitting at the back of the church sipping wine, waiting for the right moment to approach God? Say, hey man, we really dig your vibe. You want to come back with us? I don't know. Reminds me a lot. What's that one poem when you're walking with God along the beach, and you look down in the sand and you notice there's 2 sets of stains on the comforter. Wow. One was mine, one was the Lord's. But on the most difficult nights, there was only one stain, and those are the nights the Lord carried me. Again, sorry for the imagery. It's what I do. I put weird thoughts in people's heads. I'm an immigrant to this country. I moved here when I was very young, and like most immigrants, I had to sort of work my way up the chain. My first job was at a Subway sandwich shop. Wow. Do you guys eat there, or are you successful? No? I think it's bad when a place you're eating charges food by the foot. Like, if that's what they're doing, you've made some mistakes. You should have gone to college. It's a weird spot, though. They call you a sandwich artist if you work there. I don't know if you guys were aware of that. You're a sandwich artist. And I thought that was lame for a while, but then I realized that it made sense because artists and people that work at Subway both tend to commit suicide just after a while. Just cutting cold cuts at ourselves for 8 hours a day. It's a weird spot. I always think it's kind of strange that every Subway commercial is also the same thing these days. It's like, hey guys, we made some changes, and we promise everything is fresh now. Seriously, it's fresh. We've looked internally, and we realized we couldn't keep serving you that stuff ever again. It's fresh. Please come back. And I'm like, hey, can we talk about what we've been eating? What have you guys been serving us this whole time? And they're like, that's not what's important right now. What's important is that we've changed. And you're really, who are you trying to convince, me or yourselves? I don't know, it just feels like a desperate boyfriend move. Would Seth Curry lie for money? Absolutely he would. I've always been somebody whose appetite gets him in trouble. I don't know about you guys, but I normally get, just my stomach leads me down the wrong path. Like the other day, I was trying to look at my buddy's wife's ultrasounds. And the only thing going through my mind was I should really pick up some calamari on the way home. That was the only thing I was thinking about. I did ask if it was okay to tell that joke, and they said it was okay because they didn't keep it. So, all right. I think that's a beautiful point to leave you guys. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.